ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, one cannot help but ponder the moral implications of such a devastating situation. As we delve deeper into this complex issue, we are faced with a dichotomy between divine intervention and human ambition. On one hand, some may argue that divine intervention plays a role in conflicts such as this. The idea that there is a higher power at play, guiding the course of events, can provide a sense of comfort and hope in times of turmoil. It raises questions about fate, destiny, and the ultimate purpose behind such conflicts. Are we merely pawns in a larger cosmic game, or do we have the power to shape our own destinies? On the other hand, human ambition cannot be ignored in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. The thirst for power, resources, and control has fueled tensions between the two nations for years. The desire for dominance and superiority has led to countless lives lost and communities torn apart. It begs the question, how far are we willing to go in the pursuit of our ambitions, and at what cost? As we navigate through the complexities of this conflict, it is important to consider the moral implications of our actions. Are we acting out of self-interest and greed, or are we truly striving for a more just and peaceful world? The lens of divine intervention versus human ambition offers us a unique perspective on these questions, challenging us to reflect on our values and priorities. In the end, the Russia-Ukraine conflict serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of human nature and the power dynamics at play in our world. It is up to us to choose whether we will be driven by divine guidance or human ambition in our pursuit of peace and justice. The moral implications of our decisions will shape the course of history and define who we are as individuals and as a society. Let us choose wisely.
Веселуха, да?
Зараз вони мене, блядь, пристріляють, сука. Бля, може мене їх... Это, сука, наша посадка! Наша земля, блядь! Увага, другий постріл!
The Ukraine conflict has been making headlines for years now, with tensions escalating between the two nations and international powers getting involved. But what are the geopolitical factors driving this conflict, and how are other countries contributing to the escalation of tensions? At the heart of the Russia-Ukraine conflict is the issue of Crimea. In 2014, Russia annexed Crimea, a move that was condemned by the international community. The annexation of Crimea was seen as a violation of Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, leading to sanctions being imposed on Russia by the United States and the European Union. But the conflict goes beyond just Crimea. Russia has long been concerned about NATO's expansion eastward, viewing it as a threat to its security. Ukraine's desire to join NATO and the European Union has only added fuel to the fire, with Russia seeing this as a direct challenge to its influence in the region. However, the U.S. weapons supply to Ukraine has also been a source of controversy. Critics argue that arming one side of the conflict only serves to escalate the violence and prolong the conflict. They point to the fact that the weapons provided by the U.S. have been used in offensive operations against separatist forces, leading to civilian casualties and further destabilizing the region. On the other hand, proponents of the U.S. weapon supply argue that it is necessary to support the Ukrainian government in its fight against what they see as Russian aggression. They argue that providing weapons to Ukraine is a way to deter further Russian intervention in the region and to support the country's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The impact of foreign weapon supply on the conflict in Ukraine is complex and multifaceted. While the USA's role in providing arms to the Ukrainian government has undoubtedly influenced the dynamics of the conflict, it is important to consider the broader geopolitical implications of such support. As the conflict in Ukraine continues to unfold, it remains to be seen how the U.S. weapons supply will shape the outcome of the conflict and the future of the region. In conclusion, the impact of foreign weapons supply on the conflict in Ukraine, particularly the role of the USA, is a topic that raises important questions about the ethics and effectiveness of arming one side of a conflict. As the conflict continues to evolve, it is crucial to consider the implications of such support and to work towards a peaceful resolution that respects the sovereignty and rights of all parties involved.